An unprecedented cold wave had blanketed the town, and I had just finished a long day at college. On winter nights when hunger and fatigue intersect, people tend to stay indoors, making it an ideal opportunity for a food delivery driver like myself to earn income. I worked through several apps, and that night I was particularly busy with Uber Eats. Being an introvert, especially on cold nights, I prefer to avoid interacting with others, making this job a perfect fit for me. Delivering meals allowed me to bypass direct social interactions. I thought I had become accustomed to various customers and orders after a few months into the job, but that night, everything changed. Late into the night, with most deliveries done and on my way back home, a new order popped up on the Uber Eats app. It was unusual for orders to come in at this time, and the payout offered was unexpectedly high. Perhaps the severe cold kept everyone else indoors that night. The order was simply a warm soup from a small restaurant. However, the delivery address caught my attention for being unfamiliar. I was supposed to know every corner of this town, yet this address did not ring any bells. Nevertheless, seduced by the payout, I accepted the order. As I picked up the soup from the restaurant and headed towards the specified address, the temperature dropped further, and the night became darker and quieter. Relying on my smartphone's map app, I ventured into a suburban isolated area. With few street lighted and the roads covered in snow, it was challenging to navigate, but I could feel myself getting closer to the destination. Upon arrival, I paused in front of a gate leading to an old house that seemed uninhabited at first glance. Yet, the app assured me I was in the right place. Mustering my courage, I pushed open the gate and made my way to the front door, leaving footprints in the snow. After placing the soup in front of the door and notifying the customer of the delivery, through the app a voice came from behind saying,
"I've been waiting."
Startled, I turned around only to find the house emitting a creepy ambience, as if harboring ancient secrets, with no sign of the voice's owner. The air grew colder and my heart raced with fear. Something was off. The house, this order, this night, everything was wrong. I tried to leave quickly, but my feet felt heavy and my movement slowed. At that moment, sounds from inside the house suggested someone was about to come out. However, I lacked the courage to turn back. Overwhelmed by fear and the biting cold, I felt as if something chased me as I ran to my car. Jumping in and starting the engine, I hurried to leave the area as quickly as possible. Yet, what my car's headlights illuminated was a shadow blocking the way I had come, shaped like a human but with a face blending into the darkness. Despite my terror, I drove forward. The shadow quietly watched me pass, its gaze piercing my back. That night's events forever changed how I viewed my delivery job. Whether something sinister led me to that house or it was merely coincidence remains unknown. However, since that day, I have avoided late-night deliveries. And the memory of that night, whenever it resurfaces, brings back a chill of fear, intensifying the cold around me.